Dear George is worried, he thinks I'm an optimist. Yeah, I am. Right, little problem. Jetty, river, with water in. Actually, at low tide, no water in. At high tide, at very, very high tide, the water does flood back as far as here. And here is a boat with an outboard on the back. Now the project is to get this boat to there. And what I said in an earlier thing was that I'd slackened the ropes off. Now I didn't untie them, I slackened them off. There was a rope going from there to a post there. There was another rope going that way and a rope going that way. Now I couldn't stay with the boat until the tide came in. So what I did, I slackened that rope, I slackened that rope, and I tightened this one. Pulled it as hard tight as I could, and I hung a weight on it. The tide will have just about kissed the bottom of the boat. It won't have floated it won't have lifted it over the jetty or anything like that. But it will have just about kissed the bottom of it, and it might have floated. And hopefully, what I'm going to find shortly is that the boat will have moved to about there without me doing anything. And that's always good. Get things to happen without you doing anything. So that's that trick. What I've got to do next is work the boat off the mud and round to sit there. Now, on the subject of mooring boats, this piece of river, the tide comes in that way and it goes out that way. And a boat has a pointy front. Now, old sailors might call that the bow or the stem. We'll call it the pointy bit. And it has a flat bit. Again, sailors might call that the stern. We might call it the transom. And rising tides are gentle, falling tides are quite strong. So when you moor a boat in a tidal river, you always moor it, you choose to moor it if you can, with the pointy end facing the falling tide. And then you put a rope to something solid, another rope to something solid, and preferably a couple of ropes crossing like that. And that will allow the boat to rise and fall. It will allow the boat to fidget and move about, but it won't allow it to move too far away. So there we are. That's the job for today. Sun's shining. Yeah, best I stop gabbing and go and get onto the boat, really, isn't it?